friends, welcome to the Healthy Zone. Well, not really. This is a what I eat in a day video. I get asked this question all the time. How are you losing weight? What are you eating during the day? Could you please do what I eat in a day video? So I decided that today I was going to do just that. So as you all know, I intermittent fast. I'll do a more thorough video on how I've been losing weight. But for today, it's just going to be a what I eat in a day. I'm having a severe problem in my neck, so I'm not able to move my head around. It's an ongoing problem, but every now and then it acts up. If I have a muscle spasm, for some reason it interferes with the nerve in my neck. So I may look like a robot today because I'm having a severe problem. It takes a couple days to go away. Heat, ice, you know, a little bit of a leave here and there, but it will go away. Anyway, okay, so let's get started. So I always start my day after my fasting with a celery and ginger juice. Now, ginger is great for inflammation. I'm trying to rid my body of inflammation. That is truly what I'm trying to do. And in order to do that, you gotta get right with the gut. So I have a full package of organic celery that I have washed really well. And I'm just going to put it in my juicer. Now my juicer is the Breville, and this is the Juicer Fountain Elite. I will list and link everything below for you that I use throughout this video, including what I have on, okay? All right, so I'm going to just go ahead and put the celery in the chute. And I'm also going to put the ginger in. And I'm just going to go ahead and juice this up, okay? So I'm going to go ahead, put this in. You can cut the ginger up. I don't bother skinning it or anything like that when I'm juicing it. When I put it in a smoothie, I will. But this way, no, the juicer takes care of everything. So I'm just going to turn it on high and juice this. It's as easy as that. So now it just makes a small amount of juice, and I love the smell of the ginger. Oh, it's just fabulous. Now this will have a little bit of a kick to it because of the ginger. You can go ahead and cut it down with an apple, but I'm really trying to cut back on sugar, and at some point in the day I'm going to want to have like a little smoothie. So I make it, that will be my only meal of the day that I'm actually going to have any fruit or sugar, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and just give it a quick swirl, and then we just pour it in. If you use an apple, it'll just cut the celery juice a little, but it doesn't really bother me anymore. And it just makes about a half a glass, and I'll go ahead and sip this, and then I'll be back to make my actual meal, which is usually about 20 minutes to a half an hour after this. So I will be back, my friends. All right, my friends, so I am going to make my first meal of the day, and it is going to be a smoothie. And I'm just going to make it the way I would make it if I weren't on camera. So we are going to first start out with some blueberries. Now I like to buy both types of blueberries, and I am using the Wyman's wild blueberries because I cannot find organic wild blueberries in my area. I'm hoping that when we go to Florida, the Whole Foods there will carry them. So anyway, I am going to go ahead and take about a half cup of wild blueberries, and I do measure them out. So there's a half cup. And then I'm going to add some regular blueberries. Now, a lot of people say, oh, I can't afford to eat organic. When, Target has an organic line that is perfectly fine. It's called Simply Balanced, where you save a little bit more money. And if you do have a Sam's, a BJ's, or a Costco, they will have organic big bags that actually, they're a little more cost effective if you want to eat organic, okay? All right, so I'm going to take just a half cup of the regular blueberries, and I just like the mix. To be honest with you, wild blueberries leave me wanting more in a smoothie. I just don't find they have the flavor that I really like. So now, cutting down on sugar, I'm leaving out a banana, but I need to make my smoothie creamy. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Welch's Frozen. Do you remember, my friends, way back, I was telling you to freeze your avocados. Welch's must have been watching my video because they have big bags of frozen avocado. And what I do is I just take a couple of pieces. An avocado will make it very creamy but almost gelatinous if you do too much. So I'm just going to throw in what would probably be a quarter of an avocado. Now if you want to use fresh, just put in a quarter. Alright, so now I am going to, I just wanted to mention these things. You can go ahead and add riced cauliflower to your smoothie. I've done that before. It will make it creamy as well. You can, in some stores you can find frozen zucchini now. I haven't been able to find it in my area, but I have seen it before. Just make sure that it has nothing else in it except for frozen zucchini or cauliflower. You don't want any seasoning in it or anything like that. So what I do is I take regular zucchini and I will just slice it and blanch it for like 3 minutes and then let it drain and dry and then put it on a cookie pan, single row, let it freeze, and then just take it out and put it in your bag, and you have frozen zucchini, which will also add to your vegetable intake for the day, and it will help to make your smoothie creamy. But I'm not going to add either one of these today. Next, I'm going to add a piece of ginger. Now, ginger you can go sparingly with, or you can add more. It's all up to you. I'm so used to ginger now that it really doesn't ruin anything I'm putting it in. So a big piece of ginger. Now I'm going to move on to my black raspberry powder, and there is a reason why I use this. This is not necessary. It does add a nice flavor, but there are studies that show that this does help with Barrett's esophagus, and if you have reflux really bad, it can turn into Barrett's esophagus, which is esophageal cancer, and you don't want to have that. It's not a pretty disease. So I'm protecting myself by using this. It is on the pricey side, but I'm talking about my health now. I'm not talking about my face, some makeup, or skincare. So this is an investment in my health for me. So I go ahead and I just put a scoop of it in. You can put up to a tablespoon in if you'd like. It doesn't matter. That's totally up to you. Now for protein, I did want to show you, I've always used the Vital protein, and the regular flavor for some reason is now causing reflux for me. So I did move on to a different collagen supplement, and it is the Orgain Clean Nutrition. Now if you live by a Costco, they have this giant one. I bought this in Florida and sent it home to try, and I was glad I had it because you know, when the Vital protein started bothering me, I switched over to this. This one is not bothering me. However, the Vital protein Blackberry Collagen Blast does not bother me, nor does the Vital Proteins Collagen Whey Protein in Vanilla Coconut. I'm going to try the chocolate coconut as well. So, but for today, I just wanted to show you because I did post on Instagram that I couldn't use the Vital Protein anymore, and many wanted to know what I was using, so that's what I'm using. So I'm going to go ahead and add in the Vital Proteins Blackberry Collagen Blast. And I'm going to go ahead and add one of this. So I decided to just use one scoop of that. So now I'm going to use the Orgain, and I'm just going to put 1 scoop of this in, and that is it. So now I have been told by my doctors, because with the great old menopause, I have osteoporosis in my spine and bone loss. I forgot to mention in my menopause video that I have lost 2 inches in height over the last few years. So my doctor says it's very important that I get some sort of calcium outside of a supplement. So I try to get it from my food. So I still am using a Greek yogurt. I go for Greek because it's lower in sugar, and I go for organic because they don't add anything in, and usually I like to go with grass-fed. This is the Wallaby Organic Aussie Greek Plain, and it has 1.5% milk fat. You can go ahead and use full fat if you like, but I just use the 1. So I'm just going to take a spoonful of this. It probably measures under a ½ cup, and add that to my smoothie. The next thing I'm going to add is some almond butter. You can use any nut butter you like. Cashew butter is very, very sweet, so it does add a nice sweetness to it, but I'm just going to use almond butter, and it's just about a tablespoon of fresh almond butter that I make at Whole Foods, but any almond butter that doesn't have anything added to it, any oils or palm oil or anything like that is fine. So now instead of adding the nut milk, I'm just going to add some water, just enough to cover up the mixture, because the blueberries make it slushy for me and I don't like it that way. One thing, I wanted to add my golden flaxseed. I don't buy it ground, I buy the whole seeds, and I do just about a tablespoon of seeds. The Vitamix does take care of grinding it, because you don't want to eat your flaxseed whole, because your body doesn't absorb the nutrients then. You need to have it ground, and I like to do mine fresh. I don't like to buy pre-ground. Okay, so now I'm just going to put the lid on here. You can add vanilla to this, you can add cinnamon to this, you can add turmeric to this. I'm not adding anything extra, especially turmeric, because I am having a procedure. I'm going to have a scope, and turmeric can act as a blood thinner, so I don't want to have any type of blood thinners in me when I am going to have a scope. All right, so I'm just going to give it a whirl and do the smoothie dance. Friends, so it's all blended up. Let's go ahead and pour it in a, where's my cup? Oh, let me get another one. I'm just going to use the mason jar that I had the water in, and it is perfect consistency. I love it like this. It usually will fill up the whole mason glass, depending on how much water you actually put in it. And I'm going to go ahead and put a straw in it, because I've been using a straw for my whole life, and nothing is going to take these lines away. If I stop drinking with the straw, it doesn't matter. All right, my friends, so I'm going to enjoy my first meal, and if I get hungry, I'll be back to make something that would be considered my lunch, and if not, I'll see you at dinner time. I have a very furry animal laying down here, and every now and then my foot lands on her tail or something, and I slide with her. All right, I got Harley down here. Harley never, ever leaves my side, ever. Companion 24/7. If she could take a shower with me, she would be in the shower with me. All right, I'll be back for my next meal. All right, my friends, so I'm back to make dinner. I'm going to make myself a really big salad. And my salad, I love salads. I know a lot of people don't like salads and they get tired of seeing salads, but I love salads. It's a great way to get in healthy fats and greens. I prefer my greens raw. I don't really like a lot of greens cooked, so that's why I have a lot of spinach salads. I'll have mixed greens. I love romaine lettuce. I don't eat a lot of iceberg lettuce because there's really not a whole lot of nutritional value there. So I've decided I'm going to go with an organic spring mix. And this is a great way to buy organic at your Sam's, your Costco, your BJ's, because they have great organic greens. This one here is a blend of many, many things, and it allows you to take in more than just your regular romaine. So I'm just going to take a handful of the mixed. And the reason why I like to add a little romaine is because romaine's a little crunchier. So this is romaine that I bought, about 3 or 4 big heads of romaine lettuce, and I just chopped and cleaned it all up so it's ready to go for me all week long. So I take a big handful. So that's about all the lettuce I'm going to put in there. So now I want to make sure I'm adding some vegetables in. I don't like onions. Especially raw onions, so I never add onions to a salad. I'm not big on radishes or anything like that. I prefer to use broccoli and cauliflower. Now, I don't cook these all the way, I just blanch them. So I could freeze them at this point, or I can use them to top onto salads. So I don't want to just throw stalks on, because I want to have the cauliflower and broccoli all the way through the salad. So I'm just going to place the broccoli on and go ahead and chop it. And I'm going to probably do about 2 stalks of the broccoli. And I'm just going to put the head on first, and then I'll put the stem. And then I'm going to do the same thing with a big chunk of cauliflower. I'm just going to go ahead and cut it so it fits better. I love this. This is a brand new one. Well, not brand new, but I've had it for a little while. I love it. So I'm just going to go ahead and slice up, or dice up I should say, my cauliflower. And then I just want to release that. And now I have broccoli and cauliflower in bite sizes. So I'm going to go ahead and just add that onto my salad. And everybody knows that broccoli and cauliflower is low in carbohydrates, but it's very, very good for you. Okay, so the next thing, I want to add a nice source of protein. So I'm going to add some steamed lentils, and I buy these in the produce section at my grocery store, and they are by Melissa. So I just go ahead and I just slice a little bit of the package, and then I just take out the lentils, and I sprinkle them on top of my salad. Now if you can't eat beans for some reason, they bother you, or you're on some special diet that cuts them out, then just put another source of protein that you like. It could be animal protein, any protein you like. I could easily be a vegan. Actually, I'm trying to give up all dairy because of my reflux. I could easily be vegan, but I have not been vegan for any part of my life because I love Parmesan cheese. But I could go without meat for the rest of my life. I truly could. Now I'm going to add some black sesame seeds to my salad. I'm just going to sprinkle a good amount on. And why am I eating these? The black sesame seeds are just a great way for me to get some more calcium into my diet because I don't eat a lot of dairy. And I know you can take supplements, but you are better off to always get your nutrients from your food. So now I'm going to go in and I'm going to add in some sunflower seeds, a nice healthy fat. And also I think you get a little bit of protein in here. Yep, 6 grams of protein. I'm not going to be eating the serving amount, but I just take a small amount and sprinkle them on my salad, and that is it. Now I wanted to also say that at times I will add chopped walnuts to a salad, or I will chop raw hazelnuts to a salad. I'm also going to add a little bit of hemp heart. Now this gives me more protein and omegas that we should be getting in every single meal. The last thing I'm going to add to my salad is an avocado. And here's an interesting fact about avocados. If you get one that is long and more pear-shaped, you're going to get more avocado meat and a smaller seed. If you pick a round avocado, and you do this test yourself and you see, if you pick a round avocado, you're going to get more seed and less meat, less avocado. So let's cut this open and hope that it's not bruised inside and that it is just perfect for eating. I'm just taking out the little stem seed there. So I'm going to go ahead and pray that this is perfect, and it's pretty good. It's got a little tiny bruising there, but it's okay. So now I'm just going to go ahead and slice this, and I'll give it a little dice. You don't have to dice it, but I like to, only because then I get a little bit of everything in every single bite. Well, I try to. And I just squeeze out all the avocado meat. And there you have it, a beautiful, beautiful green salad for dinner that will be very filling, very nutritious, and I shouldn't need a snack at all after this. Now for my dressing, I make my own dressing, and this one here is with olive oil. Use a really good olive oil. So this one here is with olive oil, Dijon mustard, and garlic in here. I have herbes de Provence. I have a little salt and pepper, and I think that is about it. That's all that's in my salad dressing. A splash of red wine vinegar or apple cider vinegar or white vinegar. It's all up to you, whatever vinegar you like. I just put a splash though. I don't really like a lot of vinegar, and I don't like lemon in my salad dressing. So I really like to taste the flavor of the olive oil and the garlic. So I'll just sprinkle a couple of tablespoons of this on my salad. And my friends, so that is it for my dinner tonight. It's loaded with healthy fats, some proteins. Leafy greens give you great fiber and calcium. I have my broccoli and cauliflower in there for more fiber. And you can add anything you want to your salads. Just make sure it's a balance of protein, healthy fats, and fiber. All right, friends, that's it, my dinner. I hope you've enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments if you did. I will do more of these if I get a good response from this video. So thumbs up, comment, and let me know in the comments what are some of your go-to healthy dinners. And do you need to concentrate more on the foods you're putting into your body to make yourself feel better? All right, my friends, so don't forget to subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you are made aware of all the videos that I am putting out. Go out in the world and be happy, healthy, beautiful, and most of all, my friends, lovable. I love you all. Bisous. Okay, so I'm back, and this is going to be my treat for the evening. I made these cookies this afternoon that I got out of a book. They're made with almond flour and coconut flour and coconut sugar. They don't look anything like the book. Nothing like the book. But they taste pretty good. Don't they taste good, Louis? Thumbs up. He said they taste good. But they really did not come out, and I'm a good baker, my friends. They did not come out the way they look in the book. I know that when you bake with almond and coconut, the moisture level is different in the flour, so that's why I got me a flat cookie instead of a nice. The one in the book was so pretty. It was like this thick, and it was beautiful. Wasn't it, Louis? Louis won't talk, but he's here.